Hello, guys. How are you doing? I am going to try to do an audio / typed stream today. We'll see how my voice holds up, but that's the plan. So I hope you guys are doing well, and I'm excited to get started here in just a few minutes. Hello, Alishba and Shelby. Welcome back. If y'all want to take a look at the screen here in just a second, I am offering audio and typed readings today, and you can order those through my Etsy. Link tree is in the description as well, posted throughout the chat periodically. Please hold your questions until after we start the clock, and then we'll go ahead and get it started. As soon as you see that Queen has started the clock, you can post your questions. Hello, Luna Moon. I am doing okay. I'm going to try to do these yes or no questions via audio if I can here. So give me a second, guys, while I shuffle and get started. Destiny, I have a yes for you. You have the Ace of Swords. This indicates to me that you brought actual clarity to your friend Ben, but it did upset them. I will say yes. Luna Moon, I have a yes for you. I have the Six of Cups, which typically indicates something from the past being a solid foundation for your future. So I am getting a yes with the Six of Cups. Underlying energy is also Four of Wands, which signifies committed relationship as well. Bella Luna, I have a yes for your question, and I feel like there's an offer being extended to you in career and finances. Rishima, excuse me, you have the Wheel of Fortune, which is great because this indicates good luck and happiness and all good blessings coming your way. Hello, I Speak. How are you doing? Alishba, I feel like this is possible with the Knight of Wands. I just want to throw it out there that this could be an in and out energy that user is experiencing. The Knight of Wands can sometimes mean non committed or very impulsive type of energy. So I feel like that is a yes for you, that you will reconnect, but just prepare yourself for it possibly may not be a long term thing. KS, I am getting a no for that one with the devil. I feel like your person is dealing with a lot of toxic behaviors and thought patterns. And so they're probably getting to the point where they're thinking very selfishly at this time. I Speak. I got a no for this one with the moon. I do feel like they're going to reach out to you soon. It just doesn't look like it's going to be today. If it is today, it's going to be tonight, as the moon symbolized evening time, but generally the moon is a no for me. So that's what I have for you. You're welcome, Luna Moon. You're welcome, guys. Shelby, I am getting a no for that one for you. I got two cards that came out that both signify a no, so I'm not getting that they're jealous of you. And it's kind of funny because Aquarius, are they in Aquarius? Because that would be pretty cool. Joan, I am getting a yes for you, which is very cool because it's the Nine of Cups in the form of a yes, meaning you feel very fulfilled, you feel satisfied, you feel like you're getting everything that you want here. Bella Luna, you're very welcome. Alishba, you're welcome. Hey Jades, what's up? What is going on? I Speak, I'm doing good. How are you? I'm doing well. I'm trying to test out my voice tonight and see how long I can go. For you, Sanch, I'm getting a no, that they will not be calling you this weekend. Interestingly enough, you got the same two cards that came out for a reading that I just did a few questions ago. So both of those are a no. I'm getting a no for you. Let me work on Jade's. Give me 1 second. Jade's, I am getting a no for that one too. I'm sorry. Hey guys, real quick, if your question is deleted in the chat, it means that you're missing something. So please read the description to see how to be added to the free list. Sunshine, I am getting a yes for you. Happiness Spirit is saying yes, that would be the best approach with this person. You are welcome, Joan. You're welcome, everybody. Happy day. Give me 1 second while I shuffle. Happy day. This would be a good thing for you to post today. I think it would be well received and you probably would get a lot of views on it. Chime, I'm getting a yes that they do have romantic feelings for you. The initial intuitive hit I got when I read that he said you're too nice and positive sometimes. I don't think it's necessarily a hit against your character, but I do feel like he probably can see you as someone who could be perceived as a bit of a pushover or something like that, because you're extremely nice and because you're extremely positive, and he doesn't want you to be walked all over. So that's kind of the impression that I got when he said that, but it wasn't an attack against you, and I am getting that he does have passionate feelings for you. Hi, Vibe. I'm getting that this person will be flying from Pakistan. I have a 10 of cups, which signifies a yes. And it seems like a happy situation. So maybe some things have changed and they're making moves, but I have a yes for you. Lisa, hello and welcome back. I got a yes for you. Firefly, for you, I got the Hanged Man and the Page of Pentacles. So it's making me feel like maybe they don't recognize these feelings yet. Maybe that there are some there on a subconscious level, but it's not so much to the forefront of their conscious mind. So I would say that there's something there, but it's not basically a conscious thought yet. So I hope that that helps. But there is something developing, I feel. You're welcome, Elisa. Star Soul. Let's see. Star Soul, I feel like this is possible. This has to do with like career, maybe. I got the King of Pentacles, which is a yes for me. The list is about to close, so if you are not new to me today, we will be cutting off the free list. But if you are new to me today, then we will still answer your questions. If I have not answered your question yet, it's because you were missing something and you have to read the description to see how to be added to the free list. So just wanted to throw that out there. I believe I've gotten to everyone at this point who's followed the instruction. All right, guys, so we are doing $7 per question for an audio reading or $6 for a typed reading. It's totally up to you. If you're looking for something more in depth or you want channeled messages added, let us know in the chat and we'll let you know how much it will be. I will also do more yes or no questions for you guys if you're interested for $3. All right, guys, so I have a order from Prestige for a question. So we are going to go ahead and get that going. Prestige, whenever you're ready, just let us know and you can post your question. So it looks like we have a new subscriber, Luck Tram. Hello, thank you for being here. I get to the free list in between orders, so you will have to hang on while I get through my donated list, okay? All right, Prestige, I'm going to work on your reading. Let me shuffle and then I will come back. All right, so I have Jasmine Moore confirmed for an audio, and I have Luna Moon confirmed for an in-depth audio. going to go ahead and work on Prestige now. So, Prestige, I feel like, and let me know if you can hear me okay, if I need to turn the music down or anything. But I'm feeling like you are going to enjoy your birthday. I specifically see people who you consider family around you. So with this, I feel like this is going to be close friends, or this is going to be people you consider family that are really going to be there for you. I feel like it could be a surprise. They could do something really special for you that maybe you're not expecting. I do see that you personally may be feeling like you are lacking in areas of finances and confidence. And so I feel like maybe you're not really sure what to expect for your birthday. Maybe you're not really feeling like you're in the best space materially or like mentally to really enjoy yourself. But I do see that people are coming together around you. They are really going to try to pull this together for you so that way you can really enjoy yourself. I think there's going to be a lot of personal touches. There's going to be just things that you wouldn't expect or you weren't expecting. I don't necessarily want to ruin the surprise, but I am feeling like you're going to be feeling well loved, and I think it's going to take you back a little bit. I think you're going to feel a little bit emotional about it. And hold on, there's a Two of Swords situation here where you're feeling indecisive. So let me just check what this is about. Jasmine Moore, for an in-depth audio, it's 14. Yeah, there's some indecision here regarding your blessings, basically, regarding like how you feel it's going to go. Part of me makes me think that, like, intuitively, you feel like you're not going to be able to really enjoy your birthday, or I don't know. It's just something here about being in the right headspace or financial situation, but there's an indecision here between like how you things will intuitively go, but also like how things are actually going to go for you. So more than anything for you, Prestige, I'm seeing people coming together, rallying around you, really trying to make your day feel special. You might get a gift through Venmo or something, where they're like, have a coffee on me, happy birthday. You're probably going to get a lot of well wishes. I feel like the people close to you are really going to try to do something special for you to celebrate you. You said every single birthday for the last 7 years, I was broken at home crying, and I'm afraid it's going to happen again. I can see that. I can definitely see that. And I'm sorry that that happened. That's like such a bummer, and it makes it so that you're not looking forward to your birthday at all. But I do feel like there are people that are going to come together that are going to make you feel special. I think this is going to make you feel emotional as well, because maybe you weren't expecting it. But these are the people that you consider family, whether they're actual family or friends you consider family. There are going to be people out there that are going to really just try to make you feel loved on. Basically, that's what I'm getting for your birthday. I specifically am seeing that because I have the Hierophant here, right next to the Ace of Swords, which is victory and clarity. And the Hierophant talks about people who you relate to, people who feel like family to you, who you identify with, coming around you. And I see here with the Five of Pentacles, you feeling like you're not able to do what it is you want to do, or you don't feel financially abundant, and therefore it makes you feel like, I see you like wanting to feel special. The Empress is here wanting to feel like goddess energy and wanting to just feel like, people care. And I really feel like you're going to see things from a different perspective. I'm not saying that like people are gonna like throw this whole thing where you're gonna like go on a trip to Europe or something. I'm not saying it's gonna be anything like crazy big, but I think that the personal touches are just going to touch your heart. You are gonna feel loved on, and I feel like it's gonna be a little bit unexpected, and I think it's gonna hit you more emotionally than you were originally prepared for. So that is what I have for you, Prestige. Happy early birthday. I'm not sure when your birthday is, but happy early birthday. Thank you so much for donating. Oh, awesome. So you're a Leo. That's very cool. I love my Leos. Well, happy early birthday. Hopefully we'll talk before then. Yes, it's relatable for sure. Like I feel like the older you get, the more jaded you get when it comes to birthdays for some reason. I don't know why, but I I feel you. I felt the same way this year for my birthday, and I was pleasantly surprised how things turned out. So I hope that it's great. I feel like it will be. So Jasmine Moore is next with an in-depth audio. Let me know what your question is whenever you're ready. All right, so Jasmine Moore, how will things go after I move into my new place? My mom has been asking me to move on into a new situation. Jasmine, were you the one that was living at home with your parents? I'm going to look into this for you while I shuffle. All right, so straight away, Jasmine, I'm getting that there's a lot of liberation. freedom that comes with this move. I feel like in ways that maybe you're not even prepared for, you are going to feel very free. And I think that it's going to take some pressure off or some stress off. Yes, you will be living on your own. Finances may be tight, but I think that there's an emotional or mental security that you're feeling here by not feeling the pressure that you were feeling in your situation living with your parents. So, all in all, it looks very good. The Fool indicates new beginnings, so I feel like this is something that you will follow through with. The Knight of Cups and the Ace of Cups are here, so I am seeing that you're really going to love the situation. I think you're really going to enjoy it. The Six of Pentacles is here, which indicates balance, equal give and take. So I feel like if you felt that there's been a strain on your relationship with your parents due to this whole situation, that things are going to start leveling out here soon. Let me keep going. Hold on just a second. N Unit, hello and welcome back. You've been trying to catch my live. Yeah, I was out all week due to COVID. Sorry about that. So I do have the Hanged Man here, which can indicate delays or sacrifices. And I wanted to get more clarity, and I am seeing restrictions regarding who you are. Like you feel there's a lot of swords here, like not very good swords, where maybe you feel like defeated or you feel like a lot of stress or things weighing heavily on you. So I'm not sure if there's a way for you to maybe try to alleviate your financial stress by making sure it's with a roommate, or getting like a way to make extra income on the side or something. But I see here that you kind of feel like you can't really be who you want to be and do the things that you want to do due to financial restrictions. So like your friends may say, hey, you want to go out to dinner? Like you have the freedom in certain ways because you can do what you want, but you feel restricted because you feel like you have to say no a lot of the time, and this makes you really upset because I see the Three of Swords here. So I feel like with this move there are going to be some sacrifices you'll have to make where you can't always do everything that you want to do. So why is the Three of Swords here? Yeah, so I have the Three of Swords coming out with the Ace of Pentacles. And of course, everyone knows with the Pentacles, this has to do with career and finances. So generally speaking, I'm not seeing it necessarily improve with your finances until you make those proper changes. So hopefully you can move out with a roommate. Hopefully there's a way for you to make extra income, like I'm recommending DoorDash or Instacart or Shipt or something like that on the side, if that's even possible. Maybe if you've been working at your place of work for a long time without a raise, maybe talk to them about a raise. But I do see that you are going to be a little bit feeling antisocial just because you feel like you're not really able to go out and do the things that you want to do. But that I feel like can change. That I feel like you can work with and you can make happen. But I feel like there is this sense of relief that comes from being on your own and releasing the tension or strain that you have going on with your family at this time. And I feel like you will feel just like a sense of relief. Like you'll have a different type of stress, but it's going to feel more liberating than how you've been feeling, because at least you'll be in control of everything, and you will be able to make the decisions of what you're going to do and what you can't do. You know what I mean? Like it'll all be in your control. You said I will be going for a better job. Okay, so do you already know what job this is? Because I can pull some cards on that if you want. But this is the extent of what I'm getting for your new place at this time. Spirit's just kind of showing me that there will still be some financial restraints, for a little while you kind of work through this process. For those of you who are new to me today, I will be doing the free readings in between donated orders. They're free yes or no questions. So just hang tight. It's going to be a little bit. I've got a donation list going, but as long as you're here, I'll answer your question when I get to you. All right, so let's see if this account manager position will be the way to go for you here. 1 second. So straight away, you're getting a lot of the same cards that you got for the other reading, which makes me feel like this job aligns with your new decision to move out. So basically, I feel like this is the way to go. Spirit is kind of giving me a nod that you're going to be happy. This is going to be like a new commitment for you. You have the Fool card again, which indicates more freedom. So I'm assuming that's financial freedom with this new position. The Three of Swords keeps coming out again, which connects to me with sacrifice. So, like I said, I feel like this is kind of a situation that's going to be a long game, like something that's going to take a minute for everything to kind of start to fall into place. But I see that you do have options here. So yeah, I feel like the account manager position is the way to go because it's almost like your timelines are syncing up together with these similar cards. Let's see. Spirit is showing me the star, which indicates renewal and having hope. You'll have some anxiety as you work through this, but I do see you working really hard, Jasmine. And I see that you do have like your hands in a couple different pots. Maybe with the Seven of Cups, like you're doing things that can provide multiple streams of income for you or something. There's something here about like multiple options to choose from. Hey Kendra, what's going on? But overall, I feel like this is aligning with what you need to be doing for your next step. So if account manager is an option for you, I definitely would say that's a nod from Spirit to go ahead and move forward with that. Just don't get discouraged if things don't like fall into place like immediately right away, because I'm getting like there could still be like some tough times ahead financially for you, but as long as you're making all the right decisions, things are going to start to align just fine. It just may take a little bit, so I just want to throw that out there. But Jasmine, thank you so much for placing an order with me. I appreciate you. I hope that answered your question. I know it's not going to bring you complete peace of mind because you still have some things to work through, but I hope that it gave you, some kind of something positive to look forward to when you move out into your own place. All right, so I can confirm N unit. It looks like there was one in-depth donation, and then one regular question, and they're both audio for N unit. Luna Moon, you are next if you are ready. So, Kendra, what is going on? How are you? Oh, you said you've missed my voice. You're so sweet. I'm trying to see how long I can do this for, but I have a cough drop over here and I've got my water, so hopefully I can do it this whole stream. Eliana donated. Okay, let me check on that real quick here. Eliana, did you want that to be an audio as well? Let me know. Yes, and unit, I don't know if you heard me, but I confirmed yours. You had one in-depth audio and then one regular audio. And then after that, I have Eliana, I believe, for an audio. And unit, you're good. All right, so Luna Moon says, we spent a wonderful time together. Oh, that's so great. Oh, that makes me so happy. So you said, I would like to get an update about him. Spill the tea, whatever your cards want to tell me about him or us. Okay, give me just a second while I shuffle. So, Luna Moon, are you interested in having more kids? Because I feel like he wants kids with you. That's something that is coming through pretty strongly. I do have the marriage card as well. So, that has not changed at all. I am hearing that he does not want you to talk to any other man. He does not want you to be with anyone else. He wants you to be with him and only him. I think he's worried about competition because he knows that you are a catch. And I think that he's very, very concerned that you are going to like want to be with someone else. Like he feels like you could have anyone that you want, and he just wonders why, you're choosing him, but he's very grateful for that. He said he has kids and you have two. So maybe in some version of his fantasies or in his mind, he wants to have kids with you. Maybe he wished that that was a possibility or hopes that that's a possibility. But I am getting the marriage card very strongly. I can't ignore that. I feel like he is going to want to propose to you. I feel like that's what your future holds together, is being married to one another. I see him wanting to celebrate you and the relationship very publicly. So I see him looking forward to telling people that you're his woman, you're his girlfriend, you're his wife, whatever. I feel like he wants to basically share this with other people. He very much is in love with you. I feel like he is a romantic at heart, and there are many ways that he wants to show you that he cares for you with the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is someone who wears their heart on their sleeve. They do romantic things, romantic gestures. And I feel like he's just feeling very lovey-dovey in his heart when it comes to you. So, you don't have to go into detail or tell me what you guys did, but I have to say, I am seeing y'all spending time together locked away from other people in bed. So, I am feeling like you guys had a nice little getaway together, spending some romantic, intimate times with one another, and this is something that he is thinking about a lot. He feels that you guys are a good match because we have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords together here. So he feels like you guys are matching each other's energy very well and things are going smoothly together. Ooh, you kissed wildly. That's awesome. That's very, very cool. I see you have got him hot and bothered. He is hot up under the collar and other places, if you know what I mean. Yeah, you really just got him going. I also feel like Spirit wants me to let you know to continue to trust him, to continue to have faith in him, because you have the Justice card here, and he really wants you to trust him as well. You also have the Two of Cups, which of course, as everyone knows, I say is my twin flame signifier. So I feel like you guys are just doing very well at matching each other's energy. You probably are mirroring each other a lot. This also indicates unified love and being in love with one another and just having really strong feelings for each other. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Wands, which is about commitment. So I feel like this person's feeling very committed to you right now. He sees you and only you at this time, and I think that he's very much prepared to take things to the next step. So I just asked if he would move soon out of the shared house, and I am getting a yes with the Seven of Pentacles. This indicates investing, and so he's pretty much just trying to make sure everything's lined up very well so that he can maintain living on his own or living out of this house for a long time. He just has to make sure that he sets himself up for a sustainable way to make sure this is a permanent thing. But I am getting a yes that he is going to move out soon. He is just trying to set himself up the right way. So I am pulling some messages for you, Luna Moon. And he's saying, I will not let you down, that you inspire him. You inspire him to be better, to do better. And I think that you're actually what's triggering him to make these big changes in his life. I think that you've always been the person that he has come back to relate and compare. And I feel like you've always been his motivator. Even when you guys were not in communication, you've motivated him. He feels like he has so much to lose with you and so much to gain. So you're definitely a priority to him. He says, I feel so happy with you. He said, I wonder how you feel. So there could be some somewhat in his mind still. He could still feel like he's not really sure where your head is at entirely. I think that he knows what you want from him, but I think that maybe he's looking for more emotion from you, or more, I don't know. I'm not sure what it is, but it feels like he's still wondering certain things about how you're feeling about him. Maybe he wishes you could be very vocal. It sounds like he's someone who also needs to be reassured. I think you guys share the same love language, and one of those are words of affirmation. So it's very important that just as much as he tells you things, you also keep him in the loop, keep him in the know, let him know what you're thinking, what you're feeling. Communication is very important for the foundation of your relationship. He feels like he's trying to be really patient when it comes to you and his desires for the connection. He says, I missed hearing your voice. So I think that he really likes talking to you on the phone. He likes hearing how you sound. He's saying, I'm not financially stable. So money matters are still very much a concern for him. Yeah, he just really wonders how you feel. Like, I think he wants to hear more from you, more than you do now. He wants you to not tell him what you want from him, but maybe how you feel about him. He seems to be very emotional right now in his current energy, and he's very much in his feels. Like, he wants to just know, like, how much you care about him and stuff. You said he is financially stable. So matters of money affect him greatly. I think he just always wants to make sure that he is financially stable. I'm so happy you talk every day, because he definitely wants to hear your voice. So let's just see. Scorpio feelings for Luna Moon, please. I think that he is insecure a little bit. The things that are coming out here make me feel like he is afraid that you're too good for him or something. There's an insecurity that's deep-seated here. He likes to tell you about the good things that happened to him in his life. You're the first person that he thinks of that he wants to share this good news with. So something funny happens, or something exciting, you're the first person that he wants to share that with. He thinks about you a lot through certain songs, certain lyrics remind him of you. He does have a lot of regrets of the past. He does wish that he had treated you better, but he's learned his lesson, is what I'm hearing. He says, even when we're apart, I know you're there. Even when you're apart, I feel you. He likes when you take the lead, Luna Moon. He likes when you're in control. He likes hearing things from you, hearing your voice, giving him compliments, and just taking charge. You said yes, he tells me everything, also worse things. Yeah, he does have some insecurities for sure. And Unit says this music is touching my soul. Oh. Let's see, let me pull a couple more channeled messages for you. He doesn't want you to leave him behind, is what he's saying. I don't want you to forget me. I don't want you to give up on me. He says that you are the closest person that he has. You've come closer than anyone else. He says, I'm so attracted to you. Ooh, I want you. Okay, so some sexual thoughts are coming out. I definitely felt sexual tension earlier, and now all these cards are coming through. It's I feel like he's saying I want you, I need you, I have to have you, you're so intoxicating. So something else he's admitting is that he hides behind material things. I think that a big part of him connects his value to what he has materially. So when you said that he's financially stable, I feel like he puts a lot of value on money. And so I feel and he associates himself with how much he has. So that's something to just take into consideration or just know about him, is that he puts a lot of emphasis on financial means. Anything else for Luna Moon? He says, I wish things could be different. Maybe he's not necessarily really happy with how things are right now. He's happy with you, but he feels like there's extenuating circumstances that are getting in the way at this time. Anything else for Luna Moon and the Scorpio? He says, my life is not as together as it seems. Yeah, that would make sense. And Unit, that's the weed. Taka fan, hello. I'm gonna confirm donations in just a second. So Glam says, oh my God, this reading for Luna, bits and pieces have resonated with me and my J a lot. So what's very cool is a lot of times I will give you postcards. And so that's basically spirit coming through to the collective of my streams. And sometimes, even if though it's not your reading, there's things that will resonate for you, and those are called postcards. So I love that. I love knowing that there are other readings that are touching you guys and making a difference to you, even though it's not specifically your reading. Yes, that does mean that she has great things coming to her because Luna Moon and this person, her Scorpio, like they've got a very significant relationship and connection with one another. Okay, and unit sounds good. Luna Moon, did that answer all your questions, hun? Let me know. I would say the biggest tea that I got there was that he wants to have a baby with you. That's interesting. So for Taka, I got a donation for either 2 regular audios or 1 in-depth audio. I just need to know which one they wanted. All right, so Eliana says, I don't have a specific question, but I guess an energy check on how he's feeling about us today. There was a shift, a good shift. Okay. Yep. I will shuffle for that. Luna Moon says, only moving to the other state is bothering me, his plans. All right, I'm going to pull 1 card for Luna Moon real quick regarding the move to other state to finish off her reading and see if there's anything else that I can get there. All right, please show me what's going on with this move to the other states. Is this bothering her? And she just wants to know what is going on. You're welcome, Luna Moon. Absolutely. Can you show me what the energy is here regarding the move to the other state? So he's still deciding. I have the Temperance, which reminds me of the 2 of Pentacles. He's taking his time with this. But I ultimately have the Chariot, Luna Moon. So it's making me feel like he still plans to move forward with the move out of state. But I feel like even though that's his plans, as you know, life happens and life gets in the way. And a lot of times things happen where we can't follow through with those plans. So I would say it's still undecided, but he's leaning more towards still planning on moving, is what I'm getting with the Chariot. Good. I'm glad you liked your reading, Luna Moon. I wish that I could give you like better news than that, but hopefully things change. Taka fan, yeah, that makes total sense. I got you. Hello, Kendra. What is up? No, you're good. Yeah, so Queen thinks that there's something that's going to keep him in the area financially. He's going to like have an offer maybe that's too good to refuse or something, is what it seems like. All right, so we're going to work on Eliana now. Eliana, give me a second while I shuffle. All right, so Eliana, I am getting that he is feeling a lot more hopeful, a lot more positive about your connection. So I feel like he'll be either reaching out to you about that, or he already has maybe. He, like, the Ace of Swords is here, which indicates like clarity, communication, like where things just kind of open up and you have these epiphanies, and like you're just kind of like, yeah, like, and it feels very positive. Like it feels like he's in the mindset where he's like, nothing's gonna get me down, everything feels like sunshine and happiness, and that's great. That's a really good energy to be in. I feel like his passion and his lust for you is coming on pretty strongly right now. And I also feel like, if you're wondering, he does still feel very committed to you. Like basically in his mind, you're his girl, he's your man. Like that is what it is, and nothing's going to come between you guys. So he is feeling very positive. Now, I do have the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords, which can indicate feeling like a little bit mentally restricted, or feeling like anxious or restless or worried or something. So I wanted to dig into that a little bit. And I specifically got burdens and sacrifices of the past. So, like, basically in his mind, it's not at the forefront right now. It's definitely further down in the reading, so maybe more in the back of his mind. But he is worried about repeating mistakes of the past with you, or history repeating itself with you guys. So, like, he basically wants a more hopeful future for the two of you, and he does not want you guys to go through these same cycles or these same patterns, or history to repeat itself. Like, that is something that's really big for him right now. So I feel like when he realizes that that could be happening, he kind of shifts his mindset. And then he's like, you know what? No, because this isn't going to happen, because I don't want it to happen. And I really like care about this girl, love this girl. Like, so I think this is what the catalyst for, or the trigger for his more positive, upbeat mindset, because I feel like sometimes he can get really in his head. And I know you can too, but I feel like he gets really in his head sometimes. And so he realizes that all it needs is a mindset shift, a more positive, upbeat attitude towards the situation. And then he doesn't feel like weighed down by the things that have happened in the past. I think that that's something that very much concerns him and worries him, is that, he's looking to the future and he doesn't want to repeat what happened in the past. He wants to learn from his lessons, and he wants to move forward with you in a very like bright, happy, loving type of way. I feel like he feels you both work very well together. Like, there could be times where maybe you guys aren't seeing eye to eye, or something happens where you're both not quite feeling like the love or something, but you somehow have an influence over him. And I feel like he kind of has an influence over you, where you guys kind of just can feel each other out very well, very easily. And he can read you, and like you can read him, and like there's kind of like you guys have your own language. And whether like in the moment, that specific moment, you guys are maybe not seeing eye to eye, but when you guys have had some time apart, it's almost like you guys continue talking to each other telepathically, and somehow, some way, you guys both get over it, or you learn from it and you move on from it. And you realize like what each other needs on a level that's like hard to describe. So he is feeling very much connected to you right now. I'm gonna pull a couple more cards for you, but while I was like getting this information, I just wanted to tell you. You said, this makes so much sense. You ladies know I fell back from him. And even when I was supposed to call back, I didn't. He still reached out first every day. Today he called me as soon as they told him. Yeah, like that's the thing, is it's just like you guys read each other very well, and like when you need to fall back, and he knows when he needs to make an effort, and it's like you guys telepathically like read each other in a way that almost like you communicate better that way than you do verbally. Not saying that you don't communicate well, I'm just saying like it's a very sacred type of thing that you guys have, and I think it's very special that you guys have that ability to do that with one another, because that's very rare. So yeah, it's clear that he's trying to keep you in the loop as well and let you know what's going on with him. He's looking for reasons to talk to you too. Okay, so like a big theme for your reading tonight is communication, and we have the third house, which indicates early learning, childhood relations, like the way that you think like on a rational level, and the way you work through things and process things, in the way that you communicate. And this all stems from childhood. So since you guys have a big theme on communications, it's almost like you're having to reprogram the way that you were either raised or systematically taught or conditioned to think. In this relationship is helping you have more compassion towards one another. And it's kind of like reprogramming the way that you're almost unlearning what you learned, so that way you guys can be more compatible in communication moving forward. So this is actually like a very significant thing. It's like you guys are teaching each other lessons in your every day-to-day interactions with one another, which is very cool. You also have the trine, which is angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow. So you guys really do get into your rhythms of like things are going really well. You have a good flow with one another, and like at those times, just know that's your spiritual teams trying to support you guys and back you up. You said, "OMG, wait!" So he actually called me to tell me when he comes back home, he's taking me to this restaurant in New York. I'm like, future planning, which hasn't happened in a while. So that's great. So that definitely is confirmation then of kind of how this reading is going, and that he is thinking a lot about the future. I speak says, I'm so jealous right now. Hun, do not be jealous. Like your person like loves you and cares about you too, girl. So I know it may not be exactly how you want it right now, but don't stress. And then you also have house 10, which is in regards to solid foundation, structure, discipline. So, what I'm specifically hearing is that he feels like very dedicated to you here. He feels very accomplished and integrated within the relationship as he works on his individual path, like his career and things like that. And then we also have yin, which is very feminine energy. So, as you guys know, yin and yang. Yin is the feminine, intuitive, trusting, patient, receptive, generous type of energy. And like I said, that you guys are kind of like in that right now. You guys are very much like relying on your telepathic connection together. So this is all very beautiful stuff, Glam. It feels like a positive change here in energy. So I hope that you enjoyed that reading. You're very welcome. Yeah, I speak. That's got to be really hard to not be able to talk to them whenever you want or see them whenever you want. And I can imagine that that can really get to you over time. You said your communication theme is so opposite. He shuts down, and I'm more like, let's talk about this. So it's like, yeah, like you're triggering each other. Like, I think that he's teaching you that sometimes people just need their space and you can't always work everything out right then and there. But what matters is coming back to it and working through it. And I think you're teaching him that communication is important to work through things, to work through lessons. And it's like you guys really do balance each other out. So it's funny that I got the yin part of the yang. Like I said, right now it's a lot of telepathic communication. But it's just showing that you guys are very much like well balanced within who you are and how you teach each other to grow. You're welcome, I speak. Awesome. I'm so glad. All right, so we're going to move on to N unit if N unit is here. After N unit, we have Taka for 2 regular audio questions. The donation and order list is still open if you guys are interested. Sounds good, Kendra. Thank you. All right, so Taka, it looks like we've got your questions saved. Did N unit come back or? Okay, so Taka, I'm gonna save your questions. I think Queen already saved them for me, and we'll do you right after N unit, okay? N unit, while you get your questions together, I'm just gonna run to the restroom just real quick. All right, guys, I am back. So, N unit has 2 questions. N unit is question number 1, the in depth, or is question number 2? Just let me know. So, for question 1, you said, so I think I am to the point where I'm over Bernard, and I just haven't talked to him since Wednesday because I just don't know. Not a bad person, but not too expressive. Okay, got it. So how will he feel about me just going away? Okay. In depth for number 1. Okay, got it. Let me shuffle and I will get back to you. All right, so however you take this and whatever you do with this information is totally on you, but I don't think he's gonna like it at all. I know that you're not getting what you want from him, but Bernard is gonna be a little bit defensive. I feel like this might actually kick him in the butt for him to show you more appreciation, more conversation, be more expressive in the way that you want him to be. Maybe you're over it and maybe you're like it's little too much, a little too late kind of thing, but I definitely feel like he's not going to be happy about it. I don't think that this is going to be the last that you hear from him. The reason I say these things is because we have the 8 of Pentacles here, which indicates like working hard towards something. So as you fall back, it seems like he kind of steps more into that dominant role. I also see him feeling a bit of maybe fear because the Strength card is here, and that indicates being brave in the face of fear. So maybe he'll worry that he'll lose you to someone else. And I think that also that can just speak to your influence on him and him not really wanting to let that go or let that connection be severed. So he will likely come to you to try to present something to you to see if you'll take it. I truthfully feel like he's still in that underdeveloped, immature mindset where he's not really, like you said, he's not a bad person, but he's not necessarily like really giving you what you need or what you're looking for. So I feel like he's still going to come at you in that like immature way, or a way that's like not really giving you much, but like maybe more than what he has. So there's that. I do feel like I mean, you can tell him, like, you know, if you've been talking to someone else or into someone else or whatever, but I feel like he's going to be really butthurt about it. I think he likes the connection that you have, but he's not really willing to do a lot more. So what worries me is, what worries me is that he's going to, like, try a little bit more, and then like once he's like, oh yeah, I've got her back or whatever, then it's going to be a little bit more of the same. So truthfully, all in all, I don't feel like things are going to change too much, but I do feel like when you fall back, he is going to try to be a little bit more assertive. I don't know how long that will last necessarily, but I feel like the communication will start up again, or at least he's going to attempt that, because we have the Eight of Wands here. I do feel like he feels a sense of relatability and compatibility with you, and that's stronger than probably other people he's experienced it with, because the Hierophant is here. So it makes me feel like he identifies with you in some way, but I feel like his throat chakra is an issue, because he doesn't really tell you these things, even though he may think these things. And what's funny is he might say something to you like, well, you should have known. Like, you should have known this is what I thought about you, or you should have known this is what I was thinking, or like, how did you not know X, Y, and Z? And I think that's because in his mind, he thinks these things, but he doesn't realize he's not verbalizing these things. So I think he's going to be a bit taken back, a little bit shocked, especially if you move on from him. He's not going to like it. The Lovers is here, which indicates deep spiritual connection. This feels more like a lesson, Bernard, a lesson in your life. Not necessarily anything bad, but just kind of like helping you figure out what you want from someone and what you don't want from someone. And I feel like you may be a lesson for them as well, that when they have something that they really want or really care about, they need to do a little bit more to step it up and be a bit more dominant, a little bit more assertive, a little bit more expressive. But again, they do feel like they have a connection to you, and this feels significant for them. And likely why you hung around for as long as you did, because you probably felt it too. So yeah, that's what I'm getting for that. I'm going to pull some more cards for you regarding the situation, but as far as like how he's going to react, I feel like this isn't the end. I still feel like you're going to hear from him again. Can't really say when, but it does feel like he's going to notice the energy being pulled away from him, and he is going to try to do something about it. So I'm getting that Bernard, he does feel you leaving him behind. I think that you've already started to withdraw from him, and I feel like he senses that. I don't know. There's something here about feeling committed. So I don't know if he feels committed to you or if he's committed in a relationship already that you know about. You would know about that, but he feels like he's committed here. He's saying that he admires you. Some part of him doesn't feel like this is his responsibility to come towards you, but but you feel like it's his responsibility, because I think you've given him everything that you can give him. I kind of feel like I hear him saying like, you know who I was from the start, or like, you knew what this was. Like I feel like for whatever reason he feels like you were prepared for how he was going to act in this connection, or like you should have known how he was going to act. I don't know, he's being very like, it's not holding himself accountable in any way. That's kind of what I'm getting. It's not necessarily bad like you said, but yeah. All right, so he feels like he sees life differently now because of you. He said that he does have feelings for you and he doesn't want to let you go. He wishes that you guys could start over, but maybe he feels like the damage is done. He says, I miss being with you. And he says he saves your texts, your messages. Maybe you send him pictures or something. Whatever it is, he saved it. Good. I'm glad that it resonates for you. All right, so let me go ahead and move on to your second question. You said you did send pictures, so he saved them. That's what he's saying. He still keeps them. He still looks at them. Okay, sounds good. All right, and sorry, I have to have a cough drop, so I'm sorry if that's annoying. All right, we have about someone else now. Marcus, it's been 6 months since I've had. Oh, okay, but I just was not into it in my mind. I feel I grew and felt like a version. I could even do it now how I wanted. I felt out of place, but you had a good time. How do you feel about it? Okay. So you feel like you've grown and you felt like being in that position with him kind of maybe reverted you back to how you used to feel. And it just didn't feel good. It didn't feel right. You didn't feel aligned in that situation. You felt like you weren't really into it. I gotcha. All right, so let's see how he felt about it. You felt out of place. Yeah. That's just, honey, that's just your body, your inner knowing telling you that that was just not the place for you. But let's see what he thought. Let's see how he felt about it. Yeah, I got you. It was more so like you in your own head. Things just weren't like connecting for you. How did he feel about it, please? How did Marcus feel about it? Okay, so he also too left emotion out of it. I think that he could sense there was something a little bit off with you because we have the Eight of Swords, but it wasn't enough for him to not want to do it. I'm getting a lot of wands here, Knight of Wands and King of Wands. So I am feeling like he was feeling very passionate. I feel like you probably got him hard probably immediately. But he is trying to leave emotion out of it though. I think he feels like you weren't, he could kind of sense it. I think he kind of sensed you weren't fully into it. So he was trying not to engage on an emotional level. He was trying to just engage on a physical level and just be something, you know, you guys just use each other's bodies, if that makes sense. Like that's kind of where he was at with that. What else do we have here? See, I think that he feels like you're very much like a divine feminine. You're very maternal, nurturing, generous type of lover. And I feel like he really liked that about you. Like he really enjoys himself when it comes to you. He has a great time. He feels like, okay, so the world is here and it indicates completion. So like feeling complete because this is like the last card in the major arcana. So it indicates the end of a journey. So I feel like you're getting a lot of symbolism here. I feel like he definitely came and he enjoyed that, and that this is maybe an end of a journey for you that you probably are not necessarily going to do again, because we do have the Eight of Cups, which indicates walking away and like withdrawing from the situation and thinking about your future moving forward. Like I feel like this was kind of a last. Oh no, he shot you in your nose. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Yeah, I feel like it was more for you, just kind of like, let's just see if there's something here, let's have fun. But I see you kind of moving on from that now. One thing that is coming through is the justice card, so like definitely be honest with him about that. If he tries to reach out to you again, definitely be like, look, like it was fine, it was fun, whatever, but it's just not for me anymore. Because I feel like you just got to be straight up with this person about how it was for you. I think that he could kind of sense it a little bit. Kendra, I have you on my list. I have you after Taka. Yeah, so that's what I have for you, Unit, regarding him. Like, he definitely had a good time. But I think that all in all, he could kind of sense like maybe it didn't feel the same either for him. And it was more like, let's leave emotion out of it and let's just use each other's bodies. You're very welcome, Unit. Thank you so much for your donations. I appreciate it. Oh, I got you, Kendra. Yeah, I got you. Sorry, sometimes we copy and paste and it just like copies the old list or something. Okay, so Taka, I have Taka's questions. And Unit, thank you for again coming back, because I know you said that you were waiting for me to stream, so you hadn't seen me in a while. So I just wanted to thank you again for coming on in here tonight. All right, so let's do, is luck charm or smile in here today? I'm just going to do those quick yes or no's. They've been waiting for a while. Is luck charm here or smile, or both of them? So I can answer these yes or no's really quickly. Luck tram. Oh, I guess it's tram. Luck tram, are you here? You put in a yes or no question about an hour ago. And smile, same for you. Are either of you here so I can answer your yes or no questions? It's funny, Luck Tram was like, new subscriber, I liked and I saw the description. Smile or Luck Tram, are you here? Taka is here. Okay, perfect. Taka, we'll do yours in just 1 second. I'm just trying to get my yes or no new subs out of the way here real quick, because they've been waiting for like an hour as well. Okay. Well, if they come back in, let me know, and I'll do theirs really quickly, but we're going to move on to Taka. All right, so for the first question for Taka, why did P ask me to apply to his job? He's a love interest, but we're still surface level. Just curious if it's a way to get closer to me. My initials SS. Normally he's more guarded, but he was very confident about telling me to apply, like almost pushy, not in a rude way. I don't mind it. Okay. So let's take a look at what his intentions were. I feel like you're gonna get the high priestess. Like, Spirit's gonna be like, you know why? You know why? You already know. Yeah, it's been a minute, Kendra. It's definitely been a minute. They've been waiting. I feel bad, but donations and orders kind of take priority. But I think since they're such quick yes or no's, I think I'm going to just try to get to them a little bit sooner moving forward. Kendra, we've got your question. All right, so Taka, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle. And once I get some information coming through, I'll come back. All right, so Taka, he is trying to get close to you because we have the 10 of Pentacles. That's the first thing that came out. So he is looking for a way to like get in with you and make it be something that lasts. And I think that he feels like if you get a job there, a job typically you apply because it's kind of permanent. Of course, you can leave whenever you want, but it's definitely a more steady, sustainable way to get to know someone because you can see them every day. So I feel like he is trying to find a way in for you. I do think that if you were talking to him about wanting a job or needing a job, or he knows that you need one or something, like I think honestly he was just trying to also be nice and thoughtful and be like, you know, there's an opening, apply, or maybe just apply and they'll hold on to it and I'll put in a good word for you. I think that he is just trying to be helpful. I think he's actually very bored. He's bored of his love life. And I think that you bring a spark of joy or excitement to him and he is wondering about you. And I think that, because like the reason I say he's bored with his love life is because I have the Four of Cups over top of the Three of Swords, which just indicates like he's ready to move on. He's ready to meet new people, be in a relationship. Like I think that he's really like bored of his love situation, so he's trying to manifest this into working in his benefit. The Magician is in the center of your reading, which, as we all know, this means that you are trying to create your own reality. So he's saying, I like her, I'm interested, or, you know, what have you. And yeah, like, come hang out with me so I can see you more. Like, I feel like he's just trying to make fetch happen. He is trying to make things happen right now. He is thinking about the future with the Three of Wands. This is not just thinking about it, though. This is actually planning for it. So I feel like he's making the necessary preparations, and I feel like he feels good enough that if you were to apply, and he would like be that person that referred you and like be your reference. And I feel like he thinks that he could really make this happen. Like he could really get you the job. And I feel like he's looking for a way to, yeah, he's looking for an in. Like Spirit just keeps telling me like he's looking for an in. He's looking for a way to like get to know her, but in a way that's not very forward, not in a way that's going to like give her the ick, you know? Like I feel like he's just trying to very subtly find a way to work his magic, so to speak. Um, I feel like he would feel very good too that if you're in a position where you need a job, he's like two birds because he would feel good helping you, but also he knows that he would see you more often. He is very distracted by you and the thought of you as well. That's something else that's coming through. And he feels like you're just a good person. So he thinks that it would be good and it would be nice to do something nice for you. So that's what I got for that question. Let's look into, yeah, so I just saw here where you said he was very confident, almost pushy. Like I really feel like he thinks in his mind that if he refers you or he puts in a good word for you that you would get the job. Like I think that's kind of why he's like, yeah, just do it because I can make it happen. Like that's kind of what he's thinking right now. So your second question is, if you were to apply, would you get hired? You're having imposter syndrome right now and you don't feel good enough for it. Okay, let me shuffle for you on that one. Like I just heard from Spirit that P is like, I just want to shake things up. Like he seems almost a little bit mischievous. Like there's an air of mystery about this person. He's very intriguing. He's very charming. Um, he's kind of got an ego on him. Like he is confident, but it's almost in like a very coy, like mysterious kind of way that's alluring, that's attractive, that's kind of magnetic. So it's kind of a funny message that just came through. Like he's always like in on a joke. Like I kind of feel like he has this like thing about him where he like always is in on this joke. Like he's just always like laughing or like kind of thinks things are funny. I don't know. That's just the vibe I'm getting from him. So Taka, I am getting that. Like I'm getting a lot of yes cards, that you would get this job. But specifically, I'm seeing because someone is helping you get the job, because we have the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups indicates feeling fulfilled and comforted in someone like in a fondness when it comes to someone else. And I also see the Six of Cups because they're like exchanging like a bouquet of flowers, or typically in the traditional tarot, they're like the man, the masculine energy in the picture is offering something to the feminine energy. So it also makes me feel like there's a fondness and a likeness in where an offer is being exchanged. And then the Six of Pentacles also equals equal give and take, like a balance or an exchange between two people. So pretty much all yes cards here, actually all of them are yes cards that you would get the job, but I think it's because of the help that you would be getting from the person on the inside. So yeah, I think that he would really put in a good word for you, really try to advocate for you to get the job. And I see that with the Emperor, there is some stability here. The decision might be made like up to a man to decide, like a masculine energy. That could be just a note if it resonates for you. I'm not quite sure. But I do see like you feeling inadequate in some way. Like you said, you have imposter syndrome because you'd be coming in there as a page, which like you feel like you would have to do a lot of learning on the job. Um, but I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. I don't necessarily think that would jeopardize your position or anything. But I do feel like you are going to get it, and it's due to his help. Um, let's see if I can get anything else for you here. It feels pretty stable, especially with the Emperor showing up. But again, I'm getting a lot of pages, so it just feels like you're kind of going into this like unknown, and you're like, I hope it goes okay. I hope I like it. I do feel like people will like you as well. The Six of Wands is indicating that you're probably going to have a lot of praises being sung, a lot of accolades by P to try to get you the position because the Six of Wands is here. But I also feel like that just means generally you will be liked. The Death indicates change, and Ace of Pentacles is an offer coming to you. So I feel like because you're having change, you're having a transition, you're moving forward into something different that you haven't necessarily done before, and the offer being extended to you. These all just feel like a yes to me. So that's what I've got for you, Taka. Let me know how those readings were for you. If you enjoyed them, I hope you did. Thank you again for donating as well. Queen, if you have a question for me tonight, make sure you add yourself after Kendra. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be here after this. Maybe we should do a last call, like maybe last donation to come through in like 15 minutes or something. Maybe like 9, let's say 9:45. 9:45. All right, Kendra, we have how can I embrace my dark feminine energy when I move to LA? And what job do you see me getting when I move? I hope it pays the bills, and I've applied to a few places. So, like, what I've been seeing is Kendra, for your job, I'll go into it, but I just keep seeing you being a server or like doing something in the restaurant business or like something to do with food, maybe. Um, it could be like Instacarting, out there or something like while you try to hustle and do auditions, because the reason I have that thought is because you need that flexibility while you go for every audition that you could ever want. So like that's kind of what I've constantly been picturing, like every time you say you're going to LA, and what you'll be doing is like something to do with like a flexible schedule. But I'll look into that in just a second. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle for your first question. Okay, so server delivery, yeah. So you and I are on the same page with that. So that's definitely what I'm getting. But I will see if there's any other messages that come through or what else I can dig into regarding that. But let's see how you can embrace your dark feminine energy. Give me 1 second here while I shuffle. Kendra, have you ever thought about getting a Reiki session or like an energy clearing session for your chakras? Because that's one thing that's specifically coming through to me. I'm seeing the root and sacral chakra as well as the crown chakra, specifically because I have the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles here, and that's just showing that to me for whatever reason. Like I'm getting like a rooted and sacral and crown chakra alignment. And if you notice, the crown chakra is where the top of the head starts, and then the root is at the bottom. So it's maybe like a full alignment. But I'm getting that that may be something that's good for you. Also, to do things that help ground you as well. I think you're very vocal. I think your throat chakra is probably amazing. I'm not great at reading energy, but I feel like it is. Um, I feel like also you have some intuitive third eye stuff going on, and your heart chakra is pretty open. You maybe need a little bit of heart chakra alignment, but overall, I feel like it would just be really good for you to do like grounding things. So definitely look up ways to promote flow through your root chakra, your sacral chakra, and your crown chakra. There's probably physical activities that you could do throughout your day to just help align those things as well. Like, for instance, grounding may be something that would be great for your root chakra, or drinking like certain types of teas that help you ground. Sacral, really get into that dark feminine energy, like where you're really discovering your sensuality, your sexuality, making sure that you pleasure yourself, and like make sure that you're like, really exploring that side of yourself as well with your sacral chakra, and like really digging into your passions and things. And then maybe your crown chakra, just so that way you can feel a little bit more connected to spirit, because I think sometimes you feel disconnected. So I think those would be really good for you to be able to embrace your dark feminine, because you're going to be a little bit more aligned in that way. You said, I've heard of Reiki, but I've never done it before, and I don't know anyone who does it or that I trust to do it. That makes sense. I think that's great that you would need to vet somebody and make sure that they, have good references and things like that. It wouldn't be too hard to find, but I would definitely recommend looking at references and vetting the people that you would be going to. But even if you don't necessarily jump right into the Reiki aspect of it, just Google like what exercises are good to do for what chakras, because I feel like there are things that you could be doing every day that would help. Like grounding, I would assume, could have to do with like literally walking outside, being in nature, drinking certain types of teas, maybe writing, bringing things back down to a realistic perspective, maybe writing or journaling. There's got to be some material out there regarding those things, but I see specifically sacral, roots, and crown for you. I even see crown here with the Chariot as well. But yeah, let me keep shuffling. Let me see if anything else comes out. Interestingly enough, in order to embrace your dark feminine energy, you have to also make sure that your masculine energy is balanced. I am seeing the King of Wands here. You got a lot of masculine energy in this reading. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you have a lot of masculine and you're just trying to tap into the feminine, but you definitely want to make sure that things are balanced, not imbalanced. Spending more time visualizing would be really good for your dark feminine energy, because feminine has to do with thoughts, creation, intuition and things like that. And it's everything in thought form and everything in creative form. So spend a lot of time quieting your mind and having visualizations of what you want. I'm like having a hard time explaining this because it's hard to explain feminine energy. Masculine's easy. You get up, you go, you do it. You just get it done. That's very alpha masculine energy, is just action. But the feminine side is inactive. So it's more like listening to music. It's more thought based. It's visualizing and spending a lot of time in la la land and dream worlds and like imagining things and trying to like tap back in almost to your inner child, because that's where your inspiration comes from. So spending a lot of times that you think speak to your soul. You said, yes, I need to meditate, visualize more. So that's like one thing that would be really good for your dark feminine energy as well. It's basically getting back into your body. That's basically the main theme that I'm getting from spirit, is getting very much into your body. Oh, okay. So movement would be really good. Definitely listen to music and just in your room by yourself, move and feel your body and just let it kind of move the way that it wants to. You know what I mean? Like dancing, and maybe you're going to feel kind of crazy at first, unless it's something you already do, but just like, and let your body flow and just listen to the music. And it might turn into a very sensual, sexual like type of dance, but just let it happen. Just let your body just kind of guide you, because like I'm getting that there's stagnant energy within your body that you need to move a little bit more. It's all about like tapping into like that sensual side of yourself, the side that dreams and explores and loves and feels, and you know what I mean, like those kinds of exercises. So like those are the big ones for me that I'm getting for you specifically, is just a lot of body movement. So I hope that helps, but definitely look up ways, like exercises that you can do that kind of cater to each of your chakras. There has to be like modalities out there regarding that. And it's actually, this question is triggering me to want to do these things as well. So thank you for that. This is something that you can do before you even get to LA as well, but don't forget to check in with your physical self, your physical body, because it needs some love too. Not just like working out, but more like feeling your body and being in that flow within yourself. So what job do I see you getting into when you move? So let's see about that. All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and close my donation list. We're going to go ahead and let's make this a scrolling. Let's make this a scrolling banner. There we go. Chakras, movement, meditate, visualize. You got it. You got it, girl. All right, back to your question. What type of job do you see Kendra getting when she moves? I love the little bumblebees, Queen. That's so cute. These emojis are so fun. What type of job? What type of job will Kendra be getting when she moves? So I have the devil here. I feel like there's going to be certain jobs that you might be tempted to do because it's going to make you a good amount of money, but like don't sell your soul. Like that's what I'm getting here. But I do see money bags for you, which is nice. What else? What else do I have here for her? There is the Wheel of Fortune. So you wanted to know if you'd be making good money. I feel like you will be making decent money. This does feel like it has to do with travel, like basically you're going to be on your feet a lot. You're going to be doing a lot of stuff like on your feet. So like you said, the server delivery type job, that kind of makes sense for me. I do see you doing a lot of auditions, and you need that flexibility, as I mentioned before. This has to do with you talking to people or communicating with people and what they need. I am getting that with the Queen of Swords here. So with that, that feels like, you know, verbalizing with maybe a customer what they want or what they need from you and how you can serve them. I see you probably possibly juggling two jobs, Kendra, with the Two of Pentacles here. Maybe that could be auditioning and the job that actually is making you money at that time. It could be just you trying to balance that part of your life, but it also could mean you have two jobs plus you go out and do these auditions. Let's see here. It's definitely not something that you're going to be doing for forever. You have the Emperor here, you have the King of Pentacles, which feels good. That feels stable and secure. You have the Tower, so I do want to dig into that to try to figure out why the Tower is here. I feel like this is going to be a big challenge for you, Kendra, being out in LA. It's going to be a challenge regarding your motivation, your gumption, your like it's, I feel like you're going to be really put through the ringer when it comes to like being out there and staying motivated and staying encouraged and not like losing your confidence. Like I feel like you've got a very strong head and you can make this happen, but I feel like there are going to be, this is going to be a test for you. Like I feel like it's going to be probably some disappointments and things like that. And so Spirit's just giving me this message to just keep your head on. Like don't get discouraged, don't lose confidence. Like this is a big test for you. Not everyone just goes out to LA and gets things right away. So, you know, just go on as many auditions as you can, you know, like definitely make sure you're putting yourself out there and really, really going for this, because I feel like this is going to be the biggest challenge of your life and the biggest challenge that's going to reward you so greatly. But you really just have to stick with it and just keep going, just keep on swimming. You know what I mean? It just feels like, when you get out there, like a lot of things are going to fall into place for you. But I think that there's going to be some times where you might not get everything that you want right away. Yeah, following your dreams. Like Spirit is saying, like you really need to just keep having that motivation to move forward. Like the Chariot, have that willpower, have that determination. And like if something doesn't work out, like let's just say your first audition, it doesn't go the way that you'd want it to, like don't let that get to you. Like just keep going, because you're very headstrong, you're very strong-willed. And I feel like Spirit is saying like this is going to really prove to you how much you really want this. But I think that once you get to LA, it'll be a little bit different. You've been tested for so long. And that's the thing, is like you're still motivated. You still have this dream, you still have this goal. And so like I guess the main message I'm getting from Spirit is like don't let it get you down, like don't get discouraged or anything like that. Yeah. But yeah, as far as jobs go, I think it's going to be one, it could be probably two jobs. You're balancing between two things. So like it could be you're balancing two jobs or you're balancing audition / job. But I'm getting that it could be two jobs that you'll be working. I get that you'll have a stable income. It'll be steady. You will feel like you're making, what you need out there. I feel like it's something that's you're gonna be moving a lot. It's not a stagnant job. It's not like something where you're sitting in an office sedentary all day. You're moving a lot with your legs. and yeah, and you're serving people, like you're helping people, not necessarily serving in a restaurant. You could be, I'm saying like you're it's a job where you're helping people, you're helping the community in some way, you're serving others. But you said I might have a few sad moments, but I just keep going. And like that's the thing, is like, don't get discouraged, because this is like the biggest challenge of your life. Like this is you going after your dreams, and this is what you want, and just gotta let it, like, just let it go. If it doesn't work out, keep on moving. There's something else there for you. This sounds like one of the jobs I applied for. It's like serving, but it's not a serving job. Okay. Okay, well, I'm glad that that is resonating for you, because I was like, what am I even saying right now? So, do you plan on moving like sometime soon? Like, do you actually have like the ticket, or like the travel plans or whatever? Queen, whenever you're ready, go ahead and post your question. Oh, August 25th. Damn, that's soon. Wow, Kendra. Who are you going to be staying with? All right, Queen, I'm shuffling for you. You have a friend out there? Okay, that's cool. That's very cool. She's sweet. Yeah, I feel like you're going to feel very supported out there. So I'm happy to know that you're moving with a friend. Thank you for your donation, Kendra. All right, so Queen, the energy with P felt different today. How is he currently feeling about Queen? Please, Spirit, the energy with P felt different today. How is he currently feeling about Queen? Like, I heard Queen, like, do not fuck with her. I feel like he wants to fuck with you, but he also like is saying like, do not mess with her, because she will cut a bitch. Like, I feel like there's this sense of dominance and assertiveness that you carry about you, and you have an air about you, and he's cracking up over here because he's like, do not mess with her. Like, do not come at her a certain way, like, or you're gonna get like wrecked. So it's kind of funny, because like I feel like you're putting off this energy where you're just like, yeah, I'm not the one. I am a high value person. Do not fuck with me. Like, I don't know. It's just really funny. Kendra, you said thank you, love. Have a good night. Have a good night. Thank you. I do feel like you're showing him different sides of yourself, Queen. There's different layers here that's going on, and he feels like he's learning new things about you every day. And it's interesting him, it's intriguing him. I think he's a bit scared though. I think he's a bit intimidated. He's usually someone who's intimidating, but I feel like he's feeling a bit intimidated. But yeah, he's viewing you in a different way. You're like giving him bits and pieces, different things here and there. And he's liking what he's seeing. He definitely is still considering you to be like probably one of the most attractive people to him. He is feeling, oh, the lovers is here. So there could be like a sacred attraction. There could be like some type of spark happening here. I feel like you're almost amplified in his mind right now. Like you, because I'm seeing the Empress standing here with like her wand, and she's like letting all her magic out, and I feel like it's like amplifying his feelings or something for you, especially with the lovers. They're holding hands. He probably pays attention to your hands or like wants to hold your hand. But I feel like he feels very intimidated. Like the Page of Swords is here, which indicates like feeling like less than, because you haven't like fully grown up yet. So you're like inquisitive, but you're also like, and you're a little bit restless, but you're also like, I don't really necessarily know how to go about or approach the situation. The Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords is here. So lots of communication-based themes. So I feel like he's learning about you through your physical actions and the things that you say. Those are really how he's learning the most about you, is through those two things, is how you move, how you interact with him or other people, and also what you say. But I definitely feel like he's a bit scared of you. I don't know, like I'm getting this early where he's kind of like, oh, don't want to be on her bad side. But yeah, like the Ten of Cups is here, the Empress is here, the Lovers is here. This is definitely looking at you as someone very significant to him in a romantic way. So I'm getting like overall he's very interested in, he's very intrigued. Like you definitely got his interest going. Yeah, so like I don't know what happened today, but I don't know if it felt different, felt bad, felt good, what, but he's definitely in this mode of like intrigue, and he feels like he's just learning about you little by little every day. There's like something different that he kind of picks up on. Yeah, so that's what I've got for you, Queen. It's kind of cool, kind of fun. I feel like he's invested. He's interested, intrigued, and invested in learning more about you. You said he probably feels that way after yesterday. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Oh my god, yeah, you're probably right. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, you keep him on his toes. I feel like he feels you're very unpredictable. He doesn't know what to expect from you at any point in time. You keep him on his toes. You keep him guessing, and I think that he's very much realizing how much he's attracted to that. Yeah, I do. All right, very, very good, very fun. I had a good time tonight. Thank you, Queen, for all of your help. And I made it. I made it 2.5 hours of talking, and I think that that's about my cutoff here. You guys have a lovely, lovely night, lovely weekend. Depending on a couple of factors, I might be back on this weekend with like a pop-up stream. That's really up in the air because I have a couple of things I have to do before I know for sure if that's what I'm doing. But you may see me, you may not, maybe not. I don't really know. But if you don't see me, you guys have a really awesome weekend, and I will be back next week. You're welcome, Queen. Bye.